So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world. And welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector. And today we got Federico, and he's a one man band. It's called Esox or Esox. And they put out an album like earlier this year called Watery Grave. And they're an atmospheric, or like he's an atmospheric black metal band. And we're here to talk about that album and everything. So first of all, Federico, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. How are you? It's a
Uh,
pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to meet you too. So I'm good. And so Federico, he wrote to me to my email. So Vance, if you write to me, I can check out the music, and that's why we're here talking. So I tell me a little bit about how this project came to fruition, Federico.
Well, yeah, I started writing the music for what will later become the Watery Grave, like in 2020. That's when I started uh, writing the music, and then on the during the last 5 years, I have worked on it, both on writing, recording, lyrics, and then production. Because I have always wanted to write my own music. I have been playing music for like the last 13 years, but I never had like a clear idea up until I decided to, merge the music I love, which is like bands like Agalok or Death Heaven, that kind of black metal. But I always found that, usually if black metal that worships nature is all about the woods, forests, mountains, and like no one talks about the underwater world, which is actually kind of my thing, because uh, mainly I am a biologist. I'm starting to become an evolutionary biologist, and I have always been fascinated with the underwater world, especially freshwater environments, like ever since well, I grew up watching nature documentaries like River Monsters or other stuff on the Discovery Channel. Um, that always fascinated me, and so Esox blends my two biggest passions, which are music and marine biology.
Yeah, that's why you call your music fish black, fish black.
Yeah,
Funny, but every picture that you have, you're near a body of water, and even the album artwork, which we'll show soon, has water elements. So, yeah, so it took 5 years. So, since you're a one-man project, tell me what instrument you play.
well, mainly I play guitar, but I also can play keyboard and bass. The only thing I didn't properly play are the drums. Unfortunately, I programmed them. I say unfortunately because I want to work with a real drummer for my future works. But then, yeah, everything else is me.
Yeah, but this album, there's different styles. There's even like you put like there's a little bit of shoegaze. There's a little bit of like folk influence. Uh, it's there's long songs, very long songs.
Yeah.
And listening to this record, I don't know, like the way that you recorded, it sounded like sounded something like you were underwater. I don't know if that's an effect that you're going for.
Well, it's it's kind of both. Like, yeah, it sounds a bit muddy, and I think that's part of it being like homework record. Like I'd say that there's some, you know, it's not a perfect clean production. I'm aware of that, but yeah, it's also kind of wanted. Like there's the watery drone elements, and yeah, it's sort of like you're listening to it underwater.
Yeah. So you do everything, the production, the
Yeah,
recording, everything?
yeah, but yeah. The next time I'm going to work with a real producer. It was a bit of a, hard work because I have written everything. Like as I was writing the album, I was also learning how to record my own stuff. Like that's also why I think it took me this long to do it. It's because I learned everything from scratch on how to work on a recording program, and then learning how to mix, to master. And I also found that when you focus so much on your work that you listen to it over and over again, and you stop noticing maybe some defects or something that could have been worked on better. So that's why I want to work with a producer next time that can guide me a bit better and make things better. So
Yeah. Well,
oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. No, I can't hear you. Sorry, can you?
hear me?
Mm, sorry, but no, I went.
And everything. So let's talk about the concept of the record because it's an interesting concept. Explain us to us, like the concept that you wanted with Watery Gray.
Well, okay. The overall concept of the album is that of a man who commits suicide by drowning. As he dies, he has lots of thoughts on various topics, which are developed throughout the album. There's reflections on life, death, the human species, and our role within nature. And there's also some biographical topics, like on the Esox tracks. There are some. There are sort of like um, narration of things that actually happened to me. Um, but as I tend to write the music first, then the lyrics, so the concept actually came later in development. It wasn't the album wasn't started as a concept record from the beginning, actually.
Okay, so that track Exox Lucius, that's the one that is like the single. Okay. What you're saying that it had to do with something that happened to you? Can you tell us a little bit of what that was that happened?
Well, I was kind of depressed during the writing process of the album. I was in a pretty dark place. Well, it's cliche, but it's about my former girlfriend of mine. But not, it's not like oh, my girlfriend broke up with me type of song like Woods of Ypres. It's more like how I dealt with it at the time. I was drinking a lot and stuff, but now I'm sober. I stopped, and I'm much better. And that's also why I think for future Esox records, I'm not going to, write lots of sad lyrics anymore. I want to focus on another approach to my music, like um, a much more. I want future works to be much more grounded in reality and uh, like sort of like with an objective approach. So like picture a scientific paper but turned into music. That's also because I'm primarily a scientist, so I want to transform that my line of work into the art I make as well.
Yeah, no, totally understandable. So let's look at the artwork for Watery Grave so we can talk about the artwork.
Hmm. I'm just going to.
Yeah. Uh, you now I'm having trouble trying to get the photo. Oh, okay, here I got it. Yeah. Technology, god damn it. So here's the artwork for Watery Grave. So first of all, who did the artwork?
Yeah, I was looking at it because it's from a Dutch painter. Its name is Gerrit William Diesselhoff. It's very hard to pronounce even for me. It's a painting from the 19th century. Um, this Dutch painter from the Art Nouveau current focused mainly on painting fish and bodies of water. As I was looking for inspiration for the artwork cover because I wanted an original cover first, but then I found this painting and I was like, okay, this is exactly what I wanted for the album. So I found it, and then I had a dear friend of mine, his name is Luca Macerata, who also did the artwork for my first EP and the first single, Liviatan Melville, that's his drawing. He has always worked with me for the graphical artworks of my music, and also he did the layout on inside the CD case. Well, if you look at the painting, like there's the rock formation in the background that almost looks like a grave, you could say, and then there's fish all around. So I think it perfectly fits the concept of the album, and then the layout that Luca did, that is, almost shaped like a tombstone. I think it also, perfectly uh, fits the concept of the album.
Yeah, no, it really goes with the concept of the album, and also the greenish color. It's like
Yeah,
green.
yeah.
It's
I,
like
I, I love that shade of green. It's it's really beautiful.
yeah, yeah. So the name of the band, Esox, what's the meaning behind the name?
Well, it's the genus name for the pike. It's Esox. It's the scientific name. Well, pike, I think it's my favorite animal. It's an animal I've always felt a strong connection to because it's an apex predator. It's sort of like a great white shark, but
Mm.
in fresh water. So it's a noble animal, I will say, and also I don't know. I liked the name because it's short. It's sort of it's right to the point. It's like calling if you name your band like I don't know Satan, and you can say okay, that's band is going to be about Satan. So if a
There's
band is
a
what? Hmm?
there's a band name that Satan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, like a short name, right to the point. Okay, Esox. Okay, so this band is going to be about underwater stuff and fish.
yeah, No, it's interesting that you can take both your loves of biology, marine biology, with metal and combine them. So yeah, I found that interesting about the album and the concept, uh, and like dealing with your own struggles. Uh, so recording this yourself, what was the thing that you think that you learned the most about doing this yourself? Like when you were doing the process, like did you write the lyrics at the end when you had all the music?
Yeah. I basically wrote the album from start to finish. Like, As I Descend Above the Water is the first song I wrote. Uh, River Nihilist is the last song I wrote for the album, and then came back to each one of them to, change stuff, re-record something. But I they were planned. They were written from start to finish. The thing I learned the most, well, as I said, basically everything, like how to do stuff, how to the real basics of mixing and mastering. And I also learned that now that some reviews have came out, some of them expressed fair criticism, and I'm always very critical of myself. So when criticism is done with a point, I am always happy to hear them because then I can, you know, learn what I did wrong and then try to fix it for the next time.
Yeah, plus you're learning. It's your first album and you're doing it yourself. So yeah, it's I agree. Like if it's like criticism, but not just like saying something like bad without like saying what you would fix. So
Yeah. That's why I don't care about ratings or points because it's a rating is nothing if it's not backed up by um, a justification. Both good and bad ratings. Then I don't use them. Like I don't.
in my album reviews, I don't rate them with points. I don't do that.
Yeah, doesn't make sense. Same for me when like I review movies and stuff. doesn't make sense to rate that. It means nothing basically.
I, I just say what I think about it. Unless I'm doing my series about the bad albums, then then I do the thumbs up from sideways down. But yeah, but when I'm doing album reviews, I just talk about the music, and I say, okay, maybe I didn't like this, but I don't give it like a 1 out of 5. I don't do that. I just talk about what I thought about the record. So if people want to support you with your music, where you said that you had CDs, where can they do they buy them directly from you?
Yeah, I ship them personally. Yeah, you can find them on my Bandcamp page, and I also have T-shirts that are now open for pre-order. They're going to be shipped around next month, like July the 10th. So they're still in the pre-order phase. Um, Patches are coming as well. A page contacted me and offered to make patches for the band as well. That's it for now.
Okay.
Maybe in the future, my dream would be to print some vinyl of my music because I mainly collect vinyl, so it's my favorite format. But maybe in the future.
Yeah. So post the link for Bandcamp for people who want to support. And obviously, your goal for now is to promote this album. And like you told me, like at some point you would like to get a drummer to do drums for a future album. Do you, for what do you envision for Esox? Do you envision this like to be a band that you only because I know you're a marine biologist that you record albums and don't tour, or are you thinking at some point that time you would like to like maybe do some shows?
Well, it's a hobby. The first thing I always say is that I don't want to. I don't plan on paying my bills with my music.
And yeah, it's
I like if it happens, I'm happy, but I don't want to become Metallica. I don't want to go on tours, live shows. Well, actually, it's a bit of an exclusive because I haven't published anything yet. But yeah, I'm playing my first show next month, but it's going to be an acoustic rendition of the songs on the album because it's just going to be me and a friend of mine on percussions. Um, and maybe from after summer, look for some live musicians because I'd have to find another guitarist, a bassist, a drummer, and maybe a keyboard player to play full live shows because I don't want to play over backing tracks. But we'll see. It's maybe in the process, but again, at the moment, I just want to record my stuff and publish it. Again, it's a hobby, and if it becomes successful, I'm happy. But again, I just want to play music.
yeah. I tell you because I'm a one man. The children are one man. It's
What's what? Sorry.
what I do my reviews. It's only me, so I'm a one man. I'm a one man channel. I don't
Yeah,
have I don't have people editing my videos.
yeah. No, it's a hobby, something we do for fun. So it's
Yeah,
yeah. I think once money get involved, it's a bit sadder, I will say, but you know, and everything I am earning from my music is going to be invested into you know my project. I'm not going to buy cars over the music I own, but better equipment, better guitar pedals and stuff. But it's
yeah.
it's the cycle, but it's all for fun, for the love of doing it.
Of course, man. If I get paid for YouTube, it's all going to credit cards. Sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh,
So Federico, it's been cool chatting with you. So Watery Grave is out now. I'll post the link for Bandcamp for people who want to buy it digitally or want to buy a CD. How many copies of the CDs you have?
now I have like 25 left. Half of them are gone. So
So
yes.
people, there's only 25.
Yeah, and then shirts are up for pre-order again, and I'm offering a bundle of them of CD and T-shirt together. But again, once CD are out of stock, I don't know if I will reprint them. Definitely not now. Maybe a year from now, if they're sold out. I hope so.
Yeah, and you said you're gonna play an acoustic show. When and where is that acoustic?
Well, it's going to be in a local festival near Pisa, where I live. I was invited for it. It's going to be on the 19th of July. I will post more details as soon as they're made public, and maybe I will play something in my hometown later this summer, and then I will see when and if I have a full band, and see.
Okay, so I'll post here for people who want to follow you. So, Federico, thank you for time that with me. And obviously, thank you for writing to my email, so we can get in contact and I could listen to the album. So, before I let you go, anything you like to say to the couchers who follow me?
Well, it's been a pleasure. I love getting in contact with people, especially from all around the world, because you said you're from Puerto Rico, right?
Mm-hmm.
I unfortunately have never been, but I love South America. I would love to visit it one day. You have lots of beautiful nature over there. Yeah. A friend of mine went to Costa Rica recently, and he sent me lots of photos, and it's wow, it's beautiful. So yeah, maybe one day I will visit South America.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in the Caribbean.
Oh, even better, even better.
Yeah, but South America is below us. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But Federico, yeah, thank you. Yeah, you can if you visit, let me know. And there's lots of underwater, like marine stuff that you can
Yeah.
hear. I have a scuba diving license, but I haven't scuba
Oh,
dived
wow.
in a while. So yeah, so
Yeah. It may seem strange, but I've never done it. Like I want to get my license one day. Like I have also another funny thing is that I haven't fished in like 10 years, but I'm also shipping little fishing lures with the CDs as a souvenir, and those were the ones that I used when I was fishing as a kid. So they're also really personal, and they're almost out of stock as well. Um, yeah, but maybe I will start fishing again once. I'm a bit free with time.
yeah. I fished one time in my life. I didn't catch that. This is not for me.
Yeah, it's for the experience because you don't fish for the fish.
You don't fish for the fish.
It's everything else.
So Federico, I want to thank you, for taking some time to be from Italy to Puerto Rico. So Couch, the Esox album, Watery Grave, is out now. If you like atmospheric black metal, uh, give this one a chance. So
Thanks.
until next time, Couch, is Hector, the Shield Dude on a Couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.